Russell Bucklew is on Ohio death row for the first-degree murder of Michael Sanders. Russell Bucklew had lived with his girlfriend Stephanie Ray in her trailer until she decided to break up with him on Valentine's Day, 1996. On March 6, Bucklew returned to the trailer he had shared with Ray, and there he found Michael Sanders. Bucklew concluded that Sanders and Ray were romantically involved. He put a knife to Sanders' throat and threatened to kill him if he came back to Ray's trailer. Later that same evening, Bucklew returned to the trailer finding Ray alone. He threatened her with a knife, cut her jaw, and punched her in the face before leaving. Ray reported all this to the police. Ray moved in with Sanders, fearing Bucklew would return to her own home. Sometime during the night of March 20 and 21st, Bucklew stole his nephew's car, 2 of his brother's pistols, 2 sets of his brother's handcuffs, and a roll of duct tape. By the afternoon of March 21st, Bucklew began following Ray. He discovered she was staying at Sanders' trailer. Bucklew then waited for some period of time before entering the trailer with a pistol in each hand. He yelled, "Get down," and without further warning began shooting at Sanders. Sanders fell. He was struck by 2 bullets, one of which entered his chest and tore through his lung. Bucklew aimed the gun at Sanders' head, but when he saw Sanders' 6-year-old son, Bucklew fired at the boy instead. The shot missed. Ray stepped between Bucklew and Sanders, who was holding his chest as he slumped against the wall. Bucklew told Ray to drop to her knees. When she delayed, he struck her face with a pistol. He then handcuffed her and dragged her to the car. During the journey that followed, Bucklew demanded sex. When Ray refused, Bucklew raped her in the back seat of the car. Resuming the journey, Bucklew drove north on Interstate 55. By this time, police had broadcast a description of the Bucklew car. A state trooper saw the car, called for assistance, and began following Bucklew. Highway Patrol ultimately apprehended Bucklew following a gunfight in which both the trooper and Bucklew were wounded by gunshot. Michael Sanders eventually bled to death from the gunshot wounds. Providing no stays or appeals are granted, Russell Bucklew will be executed on the 20th March 2018.